Hey guys, based off of your comments, I've learned that a lot of you watching live in countries that are void of any animal life. But I'm aware of this. So, in this video, I'm going to show you the 10 dangerous animals in the world. Number 10, the great white shark. As you've probably heard, the Red Sea and the Persian Gulf are full of deadly sharks. This is a huge problem for me, as there's nothing I love more than going for a nice swim, snorkel, or spear with a steak in the pockets of my pants. I could just find another hobby, but it really is the best way to brine raw meat. Maybe I would have made a shark bite resistant wetsuit so that I could go steak swimming wherever and whenever I want, but we'll get to that in due time. We'll have to talk about the great white's attack mechanism. Inspired by the movie Jaws, they search for prey at the surface of the ocean while swimming below. Once they spot their target, they use a burst of speed to bump their prey while simultaneously biting it. They have several rows of teeth that could number into the thousands. As their teeth fall out, they are rapidly replaced with those in the row behind them. Maybe you should avoid putting blood in the water next time. Number 9. The Black Mamba. Despite being the second most venomous snake in the world, the Black Mamba makes it on my list because it's the most feared snake in the world. Their name is kind of a tongue twister, as they are only black on the insides of their mouths. This trigger-happy snake's bite, also known as the kiss of death, is said to kill an adult human with 2 drops of its venom in less than 10 hours or 15 minutes without treating the bite. However, like most animals, they will not attack unless provoked or threatened, hence its nickname, Death Incarnate. Number 8. The Barn Owl. Known for its blood-curdling screams and terrifying hiss, the barn owl is something we must fear. It lives in abandoned farms and buildings. It's found throughout the world, even in the UK. Keeping them as pets is probably a good idea, but you may want to reconsider it otherwise. Most owls are shy and will fly away upon being approached by humans, but if threatened, they will give out a loud scream that will literally destroy your eardrums. Here, have a listen. Number 7. The Stonefish. Did you think stepping on a Lego brick was bad? This small breed of fish has an unusual look that kind of resembles a rock bed, which is kind of useful for warding off predators. Its warty, bumpy skin is nearly indistinguishable from the sand and coral surrounding it. Unfortunately, those who accidentally tread upon the stonefish will be greeted with sharp fins that can pierce through shoes. This means that if you're unlucky enough to step on the fins of this bad boy, then you just screwed yourself up big time. On top of the initial painful sting, victims also have to contend with a neurotoxin that can shut down their respiratory system and even cause their hearts to fail. Number 6. The Elephant. Elephants are one of the most popular creatures on the planet, but that doesn't make them any less dangerous. They've been known to become extremely aggressive without warning, making them one of the most unpredictable animals on the planet. This is especially dangerous because they frequently come into contact with people through safaris and other ventures. It seems like at least once a year, there's a story about an elephant wandering into a village and trampling dozens of people, and if you can, leave them alone. Number 5. Crabs. We've all heard about crabs with money, but what happens if you take the cash away from these crustaceans? Well, we're about to find out. Crabs as a whole are not dangerous, even the giant lumbering coconut crab and the small and docile hermit crab. However, you may suffer a nasty pitch while you're on the beach, which is not always harmless. If you're ever handling a crab, use gloves for protection. I've heard stories of fishermen saying that a single crab tore off his whole body from his finger. Next time you want to open something, use a crab as a can opener. Number 4. The Tiger. Some creatures just want to kill you, and others are just simply disgusted by your presence, and then they boot your sorry little ass from the Earth's roster. This is where the tiger comes in. Tigers are found in India, Thailand, Indonesia, China, and Siberia. Whatever you do, don't hit, yell, throw stuff, or antagonize a tiger in any way. People have been brutally turned into red pasta for doing this. After eating its fill, a tiger will cover the remains of a carcass with dirt and leaves to hide it from other meat-eating animals. The tiger will return to its meal later, maybe in 100 years or less. Tigers have been featured on the shoulder sleeves of the Jordanian Eastern Command, and they are also featured as the main vehicle of the goddess Durga in Hindu mythology. Number 3. The Sea Wasp. This jellyfish is the most petrifying creature that strikes fear into the hearts of every Australian out there. The sea wasp, or box jellyfish, watches the horrible things us humans do throughout the years. And then, in July, when we are still putting crude oil into our oceans, the sea wasp has totally had enough of our doings, and it will get its revenge. Its revenge is so spine-chilling that it also makes primetime news. The sting of an Australian sea wasp is so painful that many victims beg to be put out of their misery. Not only that, but it also always beats me in a game of Scrabble. No other animal instantly shuts down your heart in 1 millisecond than the sea wasp. It does not matter at all whether you are a 90-year-old woman returning home from your weekly bingo game or a schoolboy walking home. The sea wasp will prevent you from escaping, sting you, have you rush to the shore, make a bunch of paramedics pour cold water on the sting site, and it will also make sure that you don't leave your house until August. No matter what, your first encounter with this sucker might also be your last. It's no wonder so many beaches, even the Gold Coast, have been closed down due to one or many sea wasp attacks. Just one touch, one single touch of its tentacles, and the seas will run red with your own blood. I'm serious. Number 2, the Nile Crocodile. Crocodiles, also known as crocs, pun intended, are found in the state of Florida, Africa, Asia, and Australia. But one of their relatives is also the second most deadly animal on our list, the Nile crocodile. Nile crocodiles are native to Egypt and many coastal areas of the Nile River. Crocodiles frequently weep. They're not sad, though. They cry tears to remove excess salt from their bodies. They have the strongest bite force known to man, and a bite from this big bat of the river could easily chop through a cow's leg bone. No matter what, these fierce eating machines are very dangerous. They've been known to eat people, except for the ones that survived, like crocodile enthusiast Steve Irwin, who died after he was stung by stingrays in 2006. Crocodiles are also a big hit in Southeast Asia, as the Thai people, by the works of the Burmese, turned them into musical instruments such as the chake. So, whatever you do, make sure that this guy's head ain't sticking out, so that you can have a nice, safe swim. Before we get to our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Porcupine pufferfish. They have a venom with no known antidote. Black widow spider. Black widows are found in dark places, like your basement. Hippopotamus. They may look friendly, but they have sinister sides. Lion. The king of the jungle has been known to hunt down antelopes, and even tourists. Piranha. One single drop of blood in the water, and you see an entire angry mob of these punks. You're dead meat. And with those said, here we go. And the number 1 most dangerous animal on this list goes to Risha. Risha is the ultimate apex predator. If you ever see her running at you, you'll probably die. Not only are salukis extremely fast, but Risha also makes a lot of whining noises. She's usually safe to be around when she's tied up, but when she's not tied, she'll start attacking you with her canine teeth. There are tons of ways that Risha could mutilate her victims, but she can jump as well, making it very hard to escape from her, unless you successfully make it inside of your house. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this, please subscribe and check out some of my other videos.